educated.
All right, Tim Bontemps from ESPN. I don't know how to pronounce this, but Alex sent this to me. Shout out to Alex, bro, good fan of the show. He said, Tim Bontemps. Hopefully, I'm saying his name right. The guy they need is Kyrie. That's the call I'd be making. ESPN Tim Bontemps on who the Detroit Pistons should trade for at the 25-26 trade deadline. Now, also, I read on Yahoo Sports that Rich Paul demanded that the Dallas Mavericks trade AD. I'm just not saying we need AD or nothing like that. That he called cap on the injury, but I'm like, damn, the Mavericks, they supposed to be blowing it up, and we about a couple weeks out, and ain't nothing happened yet. But we know stuff can happen like lightning, right?
Want the Pistons to get, who they probably can't get, and I don't know what his health status would be. The guy they need is Kyrie Irving, and I don't know if Kyrie Irving is going to be available. Well, if I was Trajan Langdon, I would want to know where Kyrie's health is at and what the chances of him playing are. That's the call I'd be making. Michael Porter would help them, but I don't think Michael Porter is changing their destiny, really. But Kyrie Irving, the realized version of Kyrie Irving, playing next to Cade, like he played next to Luka, like he played next to LeBron, as a proven playoff scorer.
That is exactly right. I mean,
that's who they need. I really want the Pistons to get, who they probably can't get, and I don't know what his health status would be. The guy they need is Kyrie Irving. And I don't know if Kyrie Irving is going to be available. Well, if I was Trajan Langdon, I would want to know where Kyrie's health is at and what the chances of him playing are. That's the call I'd be making. Michael Porter would help them, but I don't think Michael Porter is changing their destiny, really. But Kyrie Irving, the realized version of Kyrie Irving, playing next to Cade, like he played next to Luka, like he played next to LeBron, as a proven playoff scorer.
That is exactly right. I mean,
that's who they need.
So I see this comment right here by Nazir Braswell. Shout out to bro. No, I don't know him, but he said they need wings, not a guard. Now I think he's pretty much referring to the fact that they need to replace Tobias Harris, because when you talk about wings, they got Asar Thompson and Amen. I mean, Asar Thompson. I said Amen Thompson. They played him Friday too. I don't know if it's gonna go up before Friday. Probably will. They got Asar Thompson. They got Ron Hollis, but I think he really speaking from the fact that they need a guy that can fill that Tobias Harris position. That's what I think. That's what he pretty much saying, right? And I think if they going to upgrade any position, I'm not knocking what he's saying. But at the end of the day, I think if you're talking about what he's saying, it makes sense. But also, when you look at what CJ McCollum did to the Atlanta Falcons so far, and them trying to integrate him, and him really messing up their flow, you don't really want to do that with Kyrie. Right now, if you pay attention to the Pistons, they don't even want to integrate Jaden Ivey for real. Like, Jaden Ivey is legit not, he's legitimately not, they're not progressing him where he needs to be at right now. He should be already integrated as the starter. But it just seems like they're more likely like, okay, we're going to trade him and let him walk in free agency. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, yes, they can I agree with Nazir. They should upgrade the Tobias Harris position. He's expiring contract. I mean, like Tim said, will Michael Porter change life? I mean, no, but it definitely could be a downgrade because he don't defend like Tobias. So, if you're going to trade Tobias, you probably want to get the younger version of him and PJ Washington. But if you really want to upgrade that position, you probably want to upgrade it with the sake of Trey Murphy. I think we all can agree with that. Trey Murphy would be the ideal upgrade. Already under contract, similar numbers to PJ, similar numbers to contracted Tobias. That'd be the upgrade. Now, if you really want to super upgrade it, I think Trey Murphy is the ideal upgrade. He can score. So therefore you probably wouldn't need that additional wing score that be like a Kyrie. If you did get another wing score, it'd be somebody on the catch and shoot level, maybe like Clay, or on a smaller level, maybe like a Malik Monk or something like that, or a rental like Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan. But you really wouldn't need it with him, especially if Karis LeVert show up, right? But if you really wanted to go nuclear, you would go with Lauri Markkanen. And once again, same thing. Really wouldn't need a Kyrie or another real explosive scorer on the wing. Maybe a guy that can stretch the floor. He can explosively score. So kind of those guys kind of really, in my opinion, those guys really kind of takes the need away for the wings. You know what I'm saying? Or a major wing. But, you know, to what he's speaking about Kyrie, I'd agree with his assessment. He would be perfect next to K. A smaller guard next to K Cunningham. Okay, a smaller guard. It doesn't matter. He can handle the ball. He can play off the ball. He can beat a guy. Once you start to double and trap K Cunningham, guess what? You got to respect him. And, you know, the thing about it is his health. And if his health is still a question, which right now he ain't coming back, guess what? I can always make it happen in the offseason. I can always side and trade Ivy and Tobias Harris, or do what I need to do to get him and send some draft picks. So right now, if I'm being honest, is even if he's close to coming back, I wouldn't do it right now. If somebody else trades for him, somebody else trades for him. That, you know, so be it. But if I'm the Pistons, I probably wait until the offseason, see what happened in the playoffs before I make that major commitment. I get to maybe see him play a couple games, get a little bit more transparency on where the injury, the knee is at. I think the knee is the injury. He's had multiple injuries throughout his career. But right now, I don't think Kyrie is going to help you get over the hump. I think kind of more of bumping up Jaden Ivey minutes and integrating Jaden Ivey more into a more important role is going to possibly help you more than, you know, trading for Kyrie. If I'm going to trade for Kyrie, it's going to be in the fucking offseason. It's going to be in the offseason. Therefore, I can measure what we did in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I know he messed with K. Him and K, they like each other. You know, they cool. I can measure what I did in the playoffs, okay, and see where I can go from there. But right now, it doesn't help them. But ideally, basketball-wise, he's a great fit. As long as he keep his head on straight, he's a great fit. A guy that can be on the ball, the guy that can be off the ball, a guy that can take a lot of pressure off of K when they start collapsing and double teaming K Cunningham. You know, when they start the double teaming and collapsing on him like they did versus the Knicks. And, you know, this going to make K game a lot easier. K just really want to just make the game easier, make everybody better. Kyrie would thrive over here. He easier to play with than Luka. Easier to play with than LeBron. Ain't no egos here. If Kyrie going scorch earth, here you go. If Kyrie kind of streaky, he a little off, hey, K, I got it. You know, and I think Kyrie will bite down and play defense. So, me, it makes perfect sense, just not perfect timing right now. But, hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. You got Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.